morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome everybody to Everest Group's LinkedIn Live, where we're going to be sharing some of the insights around Elevate, our upcoming conference for growth leaders, which we are holding in Dallas in September. A few housekeeping points just whilst we wait for people to join. So you'll see on the banner at the bottom, we would love to know where you're joining from. So please jump into the chat. Let us know where you're joining from. We're expecting people from many different countries around the world. So I'm curious to see where you're all currently. You'll probably tell from my accent that I'm based in London in the UK. I have my colleagues Abhishek and Peter here who are joining from the US. We will introduce ourselves properly in a minute. In the meantime, please put any questions, any comments, anything that you would like us to dig into further in the chat. We will try and address questions as we go. But if you have anything that you particularly want us to explore, then please feel free to do so. We're very much going to have this as a conversation. This is not going to be just us talking at you for the next 45 minutes or so. Just give everyone a couple more minutes to join, and then we will jump in. Okay, let me introduce myself properly. My name is Lucy Birch. I am the CMO at Everest Group. I'm going to be facilitating this session, but the most important people here are Peter and Abhishek. So Peter, I'm going to hand over to you to introduce yourself to our audience.
Hi, everyone. I'm Peter Bender-Samuel. I'm the founder and executive chairman of the Everest Group. Look, I'm really excited about this upcoming event. I think it comes at an inflection point for the industry. AI is clearly a secular trend which is going to transform both tech and tech services. As you know, we're 2.5 years now into the ChatGPT or Gen AI storyline. And we're seeing enterprises really roll up their sleeves and start to really address their business model. That's going to require all of us collaborating together, tech with tech, tech services with tech, and tech services with tech services. And so I think this event comes at just the right time where we can have serious discussions with one another of how we can help drive this and all benefit from it. Over to you, Lucy.
Abhishek, I'm going to hand over to you to introduce yourself.
Thank you, Lucy. And isn't it a great time for us to be discussing this topic? And by the way, before I come to the topic itself, I'm Abhishek Singh, partner with Everest Group. You can't make out where I'm speaking from based on my accent. I'm speaking from Dallas. So quickly around the Elevate event itself, which is going to happen in September of this year. Why we are doing this event this time is, in my opinion, this is my 15th year at Everest Group. Just in these 15 years, I've had the fortunate opportunity of engaging with a variety of constituents in the services and technology world, whether these are providers, they are enterprises, whether these are investors and country associations who care about this. This event in many ways is like bringing all of the learning together for folks to understand how the next wave of growth in the tech and services industry is going to look like. So all our playbooks, not only our Everest Group playbooks, but the playbooks that different constituents have been using and are working on, it's almost going to be like all of these constituents coming together, whiteboarding, exchanging ideas, and figuring out what the next is going to look like. So that's why I'm really, really excited about how it's going to happen. But Milan, if you can bring up the slide around the event itself. Why this is important, because as you can see, we have put together an excellent advisory board of leaders across the industry who are advising us on how to drive this event. More than 30 speakers for 2 days of action-oriented content. And as you can see, some of the names here, they are the folks who have been the movers and shakers in the industry in talking through the concepts of growth, how growth actually gets delivered, how they have seen through so many of the previous S curves. And while they plan for the next S curves, they have a very clear understanding of how the new playbooks might look like. And that is why what we're trying to put together, if we move to the next slide, is an event which is going to be focused on these personas who are going to join us for this event. So whether it's the sales leadership who have the primary responsibility for driving top line, whether it's the strategy, product, business leadership, both in the services and tech side, who are thinking about what new offerings and what new capabilities to take to the market, or whether it's marketing and CX leadership who have responsibility of ensuring the right branding delivers and follows through on the growth promises. All of these folks will be coming together. So that in here, Lucy.
Thanks, Abhishek. And I think you make a really, really interesting point just there. It isn't just sales, it isn't just marketing, it's actually bringing all of that commercial growth engine together. And, I'm going to put my CMO hat on here for a minute. I have multiple conversations with other marketing leaders